Hello? Hello? Ah, we're back. We're back. That was a long holiday, chat. That was a long holiday. We're back, though. We're back in business, chat. I'll be curious to see if anyone comes through. It's been a while since we've streamed. Hey, Jared. What's up, Jared? How you doing, bro? Good to see you. Good to see you, bro. I hope your holidays were good. I hope you had a good New Year's. All that stuff. Just losing money on Beyond? Nice. That's what happens when you trade terrible speculative stocks. You know? That should be expected. That should be expected. But beyond that, you know, a stock trade. Who cares about a stock trade? Who cares about a stock trade? How are you, bro? How are you? My average is 89 cents. Oh, that's pretty good. That's pretty fire. Where's that Burry post? He posted a article that's unlocked, actually, that maybe we could check out. He posted this one, too. I haven't read it. It's Foundations, My Summer of 1994. So it's just like a history thing, I guess. So this could be interesting to check out. It's really long. That's why I haven't read it. It's really long. That's a lot. So maybe we'll check that out. But yeah, no Burry stuff. How was your holidays, Mooma? How was your New Year's? What's up, P? What's up, P? Happy New Year's, bro. I hope you had a good one. I hope you had a good holidays. But yeah. Oh yeah. I don't know. I'm curious. I wish there was more people in the chat, but the GameStop near me is getting closed, which I expected they would do this for a while. But it says will be closed effective 1/8/2026. Thanks for all the awesome memories. Swing by one last hurrah. Or ask about the status of your in-store pre-orders, blah, blah, blah. Any pre-orders submission will be transferred. This isn't the end, though. You can find another nearby store or buy your favorite games, collectibles, and more online. So I think that's very interesting. I've been seeing a lot of posts of more GameStop stores closing this month. So pretty awesome to see, actually. Like, I think that's cool. I love to see it. I love to see the cost cutting in real time. It is sad, though. It is sad because I pretty much grew up at that GameStop. I remember going in there and pre-ordering like $700-800 worth of games. I forget what year it was, but I literally pre-ordered like every game that was coming out for the year, and it was pretty funny. I grew up at that GameStop. I remember going to Modern Warfare midnight release, multiple Call of Duty midnight releases. That's usually when I went because I used to be such a Call of Duty guy. I used to be absolutely obsessed with Call of Duty. So it's kind of sad, you know. It's kind of sad seeing the store go. I'm gonna definitely take a trip there before it closes. It's kind of sad, but you know, it is what it is. Like, seeing cost cutting is awesome. Like, I don't know. I love to see it. Go and lease the space and it open back up as a game store. Nah, I'm good. Moose! I hope you had a good holidays, bro. I hope you had a good holidays. Happy New Year's, bro. Happy New Year's. Good to see ya. KCR! What's up, bro? What's up, bro? Hope you had a good holidays, KCR. Hope you had a good New Year's. What's up, bro? It's good to see everyone. It's good to see everyone. I hope you guys are all doing good. I hope the down days on GameStop didn't make you feel any type of way. I hope you just enjoyed your holidays. I hope that is I forgot what I literally forgot what I was saying. Had a good time? Good, bro. Good to see the chat again. Miss watching the ticker. I didn't have time to watch the ticker. You didn't miss much. You didn't miss much. Although the stock was down quite a bit. The stock was down quite a bit, but you really didn't miss much. It was pretty, enjoyed my holidays, didn't feel down. Let's go, bro. Let's go. I love that. I love to hear that. Get any holiday baddies? Holiday baddies. I got the opposite. I was hanging out at my cousin's house on New Year's, and me and this chick, like, we were the only single. Well, I don't know if she was single or not, but me and her were like the only people who didn't have a significant other at the I wouldn't really call it a party, the get together. And yeah, let's just say I'm gonna be lonely forever. We'll just leave it at that. I'm just gonna be alone forever, so it's all good. It's all good. It's all good. Have my sights set on someone. She might be it. Let's go. Let's go, KCR. Have you asked her out yet? Have you asked her out? We went through... Didn't we go through the... I swear, we've been here before. I was in bed at 9 p.m. on New Year. Just watched the Dubai countdown. 9 p.m. I thought that was going to be me. I thought I was going to be going to bed at 9 p.m., but I actually ended up staying up. I watched Bruno. Has anyone here seen Bruno? Holy shit. That is a crazy movie, bro. Bruno is hilarious. I've seen the starting of it, but I've never actually watched the whole movie. But I watched the whole movie on New Year's. Man. Fire movie. That shit was hilarious. That might be like one of the funniest movies you'd ever watch. It's so fucked. It's not really... I don't know. You gotta go watch it, though, if you've never... And Borat. If you haven't seen Bruno or Borat, highly recommend watching it. It's by Ali G, if you guys know who Ali G is. I forget his real name. But definitely gotta go watch Bruno and Borat if you guys haven't seen it. Such good movies. Climbing school for 26. She seems interested, but said the same about another girl, so we'll see. Yeah, bro, just, you know. Don't get, too, just like last time, don't get too fixated on it. Just ask her, just ask her, see what's up. That might be the best move. Then you don't have to sit and, like, think about it, But do your thing, bro. Do your thing. I'm happy for you. I'm happy for you, bro. Don't be lonely forever like me. That's good advice for anyone here. I'll probably be alone forever. Don't be me. Don't be me. All right. I think I'm gonna... Should we read this? Oh yeah, I saw Bitcoin was potentially breaking out. That was kind of cool. Finally. Maybe. I mean, we'll see if it rejects or not, but I'm pretty sure this is a breakout here. Let's look at an actual chart. Matt Romano! What's up, Matt Romano? I hope you had a good holidays, Matt Romano. Hope you had a good New Year's. Appreciate you stopping in, bro. I appreciate you stopping in. Hope everything's doing good. So not quite a breakout yet, but this is probably the best price action you've seen the past month and a half, so maybe you'll go push 100k and reject 100k and come back to 90. I don't know. If that's assuming it doesn't reject here. If it rejects here, that's probably not good for crypto, honestly. Like, you really want to see Bitcoin push 100K and then reject 100K. If it rejects 94 and doesn't create a new high here, I feel bad for crypto investors. You know, that's short-term price action shit, though. You know, who cares about short-term price action? But if I personally, if I was a crypto investor and Bitcoin rejected 94 again, I wouldn't be that excited. That wouldn't be great. So you really want to see a 100K push. I mean, more realistically, probably like 98, 99K, but yeah, you want to see that push. You don't want to see it reject again. What else is going on here? Market, dude, the Russell's up 2% again. Also, I don't know if anyone pays attention to markets the way I do, but you're literally seeing the rotation in real time. Like, people are very bearish on AI still, which is weird, but you're seeing the tech rotate, not the tech rotation, but you're seeing the rotation out of tech in real time. I don't know if anyone's paying attention to that. Like, the Friday, I think it was, the Russell was up at 1% and everything else was flat. Like, that was crazy to see. So very interesting to see. You know, the market's still bullish, but you're getting that rotation out of tech, which is very interesting. Not something you've seen in a long time. So that could, you know, who knows where the market's going to go in the next like month or two or however long, but from my perspective, it looks great. And, you know, seeing the rotation out of tech is beneficial to GameStop investors, I would say. But who knows? We'll see. Are you chalk? I can't climb without you. Damn. That was a fire pickup line, bro. That was a fire pickup line. That was great. That was great. Oh, wow. That was awesome. Yo, girl, you look like chalk because I can't let go. I don't know. Because I feel I don't know. I like Mumas. I'm not good at this. I'm not good at these things. Dogecoin. I haven't looked at altcoins in quite a while. Dogecoin. I don't like these altcoins, but goddamn, up 25%. Yeah, I don't, looks like a breakout retrace to me, but I don't know. I don't like altcoins, so I'm pretty biased. There, but that doesn't look good to me. I mean, it's up massive, and XRP, both of those are up massive, but looks like a breakout retrace from my perspective if you're looking at short-term price action. But we'll see what happens with Bitcoin there, because if Bitcoin doesn't push 100K, then those altcoins will sell off again. Most likely. Who knows? But I don't like altcoins, so really is my opinion. Does my opinion matter? Like, I hate altcoins. KCR will have a better one, I'm sure. I don't know much about the art of the climb. Me either. My little cousin was into climbing for like a little bit there, but I think they stopped going. Hey, peace out, KCR. Appreciate you stopping in, bro. Have a good rest of your night, I believe. Where's UG? I need the 10. I don't think there is any 10 right now. I mean, it's great. It's great to see that. Did anyone else get an email? I mean, I know we don't have that many Americans in the chat, but did anyone else get an email that their local GameStop is closing? Because I saw on I saw on Reddit there's quite a few that are closing this month. I think that's sick, bro. I think that's sick. I love it. What is this? Press conference at SEC next week about naked shorting. We are go for press conference. I don't know if this is real or not. We are go for the press conference. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what that's about. It's the first time I'm seeing that. Yeah, this guy says his is closing. This guy says his is closing on the 15th. But I haven't seen many. Just a couple. Just a couple. Yeah, this one 1-8. That's when mine's closing too, is 1-8. And that other guy said his was the 15th. I don't like reading these comments because I don't know, man. Reddit has been weird lately. A lot of negativity. Your GameStop is closing. Nice. See, a lot of people would look at that as like a negative thing, I feel like. But if you know your investment, you know, anyone who has researched and knows this investment knows that that is valuable. So I mean, that's 5 or 6 stores that we know for sure are closing based off of Reddit and Matt Romano and me. That's like 5 or 6 stores we know for sure. I mean, who knows what else is closing? There could be... What the fuck? What was that? Oh, I just broke my computer. Shit. I just broke it. Whoops. I just opened so many tabs. I just broke my computer. Oh no. Okay, we're back. Some weird thing opened. Like I don't know if I have a I hope I don't have a virus on my computer. That would fucking suck. But that was weird. I've never seen that before. Maybe I just accidentally clicked on something and I wasn't paying attention. Hopefully that's what happened. I'll be fucking pissed if I have a virus on my computer. 300 closures this year. I know there's a website that keeps track of it, but last time I looked it up, I couldn't find it. I don't remember what the website is. I just know maybe it was somewhere in the latest news. I can't remember. I swear they had a website though. Purchase a Bitcoin? No. Does anyone... It was a banger store too. Wonder if they're doing deals. I'm gonna walk in after work. Yeah, they should have a lot of clearance stuff for sure. And I think I don't remember exactly what their clearance deals are. They always have clearance deals though. Yeah, buy 2 get... Oh wow, buy 2 get 2 free on clearance. That's the first time I've seen that. So that could potentially be pretty good. Buy 2 get 2 on clearance. That's pretty good. I think that's the best sales they've had for clearance items. Yeah, I don't remember GameStop store closure list. Was it this? Oh, maybe it was this. Yeah, it's this. How come I just found that first go? So you had 400 stores close in January 2025. What is this? 80 reported, or wait, confirmed 80, 125 reported. How many are they closing this time? I'm not sure. Oh, wait. Oh, okay. Oh, this is actually so sick. So they had the 2025 list here. They had 400 closures in January 2025. They had 229 closures February, but now they have a new list. They have this January 2026 closing, currently confirmed 80, reported 125. So they've already closed 80 stores, or they're going to close 80 stores this month, and potentially over 100. Oh, this is sick. This is tight. I'm glad I found this. And then you have the 2024 closures. They closed 216 stores in 2024, it looks like. 41 stores in 2023. So I don't know if you'll have as many closures as you did last year, because last year was 400 plus. You had 629 stores closed last year. And now, but you are at the very beginning of the year, and you're already reported over 100. So this could be very interesting, very interesting. How many are they closing? I don't know. I guess we'll see. I'll bookmark this tab so I don't forget about it. How do I do it? Oh, favorites. Duh. Wait. Yeah. Can I? I won't let me. Oh, wait. You just do this. Duh. Okay. So we'll keep that tab in my bookmarks so we can reference it again. Who is this guy, though? JJA. He only has one blog, GameStop closing list. So I don't know who this guy is. Not sure. But that's pretty cool. Whether that list is accurate or not, that's up for debate, but oh, what locations? Here, I'll check. What locations? Looks like one in Arkansas, I think. AL. I forget what AL is. Wait, I don't know. I don't know all these abbreviations. I forget all the abbreviations, but 3 in Arizona. A shitload in California. That's like 20 stores in California. Pretty much all over California. You got like 6 in Colorado, 6 in Connecticut. Holy shit, a bunch in Florida, bunch in Georgia, 3 in Hawaii. I think that's Iowa. Pretty sure 2 in Iowa, like 15 in Illinois, like 10, 15 in Indiana, 4 in Kansas City. I think that's Kansas City. Or Kansas, I guess. Wait. This is Kentucky, so like 6 in Kentucky, 5 in Louisiana, like 10 Massachusetts. I forget what MD is. 7. I forget what that is. Like 10, 12 in Michigan, 6 in Minnesota, 6 in Montana, 7 in Mississippi, I think. I don't know what MT is, but just 1 there. North Carolina, there's like 10. I forget what NE is. I don't remember what NE. I don't remember what those two are. But like 7 there, 3 there, 10 in New Jersey, 4 in New Mexico, 5 in Nevada, like 20, 30 in New York, a ton in Ohio. Holy shit, that's a lot of stores in Ohio. Good lord. 6 in Oklahoma, 2 in Oregon, probably like 15 in Pennsylvania, 2 in Rhode Island, like 10 in South Carolina, 1 in South Dakota, looks like 10, 12 in Tennessee, a shitload in Texas. They sold, wow, a lot in Texas, a few in Utah. Mine's not on here though, so this list might be, this is the 2026 list, right? Oh. I'm an idiot. I was reading the wrong list the whole time. Okay. There we go. I was like, mine's not even on here. Mine's not on this list either, though, so. I was reading the wrong list. I was reading last year's list. Whoops. But yeah, you got like 2 in AL, 2 in Arkansas, 1 in California, 5 in Connecticut. Okay, so it's not as... Okay. Oh, they don't have it in order on this list, it doesn't look like, because you got a bunch of California ones down here as well. Oh, those are reported. Okay, these are the confirmed. These are the reported. Gotcha. Mine's not even on the reported. Mine's not even on this list, though. So that means there might be way more than what they actually have listed here. How many stores do you think they have at this point? Whoops. Yeah, I don't know. And the comments. There's a bunch of stores in the comments as well. Wasn't it like 2,400? I'm not sure. I wonder if you can see on the filing. I think they put it in the filing. Wait, what's this? Oh, a Form 4. Oh, it's just these guys is, okay. 2 Form 4s. But those are just those guys as stock-based compensation. Daniel and Michael, I believe. Or, yeah, Daniel and Mark. I think that's just their compensation. Pretty sure. So I think it said how many stores they had on here. I don't remember though. Store. Canadian. She says thousands of stores. They should have a number though of how many stores they have. Unless they just didn't put it in here. It's always a possibility. I could have sworn they put that in the filing though. So I don't really Let's see. Doesn't say. Yeah, it doesn't say. Maybe you won't get that until the 10K. Or I just don't know where to find it, which is probably likely. I just don't remember them ever having like a number in here for that. You would think they would, because I think in the last 10K they put it, so maybe they only do it every year. Where's the 10K? Where is it? Oh, it's right here. I started looking for the Form 4. Oh, yeah, it's just the Marks and Daniels stock-based compensation. Nothing special. Nothing special. Yeah, so they'll report it in the 10K, it looks like. Because it says, as of February 1st, 2025, we had 3,203 stores. But they sold Canada, so that would be about 3,000. And now they're closing... Or wait. And then they closed 400 stores, right? Wasn't that what it was? 400? Oh, no, 400 plus 229, so that's 629. So you would do 3,003, I think, minus 629. So yeah, you're right. You're right. It is around 2,400 stores, somewhere around there. So now you're going to be closer. I mean, depending how many they do, you're going to be around 2,000 stores, it seems like. So that's great. That's awesome. That's crazy, bro. Closing 1,000 stores in like a year or two. That's pretty impressive. That's pretty impressive. And it shouldn't... Yeah, this year's going to be crazy. This is going to be a crazy year. It's going to be a crazy year. Ruin the Pokemon drops? How did they ruin the Pokemon drops? All they're doing is competing with the scalpers. So I don't see how they ruined it. They're doing literally what scalpers do. They're actually, from my perspective, benefiting the Pokemon drops because people can actually get product at a... Yeah, sure, it's overpriced a little bit, but count GameStop, the GameStop Pro discount, the reward you get for buying something. It's not crazy. Not paying, you're paying less than scalper price. I would say for people who actually want cards, and whether it be for the game or whatever to play, I would say it's pretty beneficial that they're doing that. But I don't know. I don't understand that. I hope we move sideways for a year. We already did. We already did. About to use my $5 monthly pro reward to buy a pack. Wait, how? How? They have packs? I tried to buy a fucking graded card with my last month's, and they didn't even send it. It was like a $30-$40 card that I got for $15, and they didn't even send it. Oh, in stores? Okay. Because they've had, I mean, the Prismatic sold out, but they had boxes online. You might want to recheck market. They're selling UPCs $50 above market. Well, last time I checked Prismatic Super Evolution, they were selling it $40 below the scalper price. So, I mean, I'll check, but either way, like, how explain. I'm curious how you think this is ruining Pokemon drops when they're doing literally what scalpers are doing. I'd be curious on your thoughts on that, because that doesn't make any sense to me. $188. What is this again? Booster box? How come it's not showing booster boxes? It's just showing ETBs for some reason. Maybe nobody's buying the booster. Oh wait, this is why. You just got to be smarter than eBay. The last one that sold was $300. Well, $248 and $50 shipping Australia. $225, $300. I mean, a lot of these are foreign, but $250. See, I don't see what you're looking. Well, 200 right there. So they're selling this for $227, and I've seen multiple listings for $250 with like $30 shipping. You know, a couple for $190-ish, $200. $234 right there. Like, if you're going off that one, which that's probably the most legit listing I've seen. This person actually has feedback. GameStop's selling it cheaper than that guy. So I then like see all the 200 ones. This guy has one feedback. So that's probably not even a real sell. This guy 365, that's probably real. So I don't know. I guess it just depends how you look at it, but I still don't understand how they ruin Pokemon drops by just actually having product. Like, why should GameStop benefit you, or you know, not you, but why should GameStop benefit scalpers? I don't see any point in that. I think GameStop should take the margin from the scalpers and actually have product in the store for people who want it. I don't know. I'm just trying to understand, because I don't get why you would think they ruin Pokemon drops. It seems like they're selling it for cheaper than a lot of the scalpers. What's up, Hugh J? I don't know if I said what's up to you. What's up, bro? I don't know if I said what's up, bro, but I hope you're doing good. I'm fine with paying a little more at GameStop if it means they actually have stock in store. Scalpers not draining out stores at these prices. Yep, that's how I feel. If market price of those UPCs goes up, they'll clear out eventually. Yeah, for sure. Still working out my Ocean 11 type heist to free all the Pokemon from Break Nation's sealed room. So that's why I'm saying they kind of ruin the drops. Nobody's sitting outside buying them the day they drop. Oh, okay. That makes more sense. That makes more sense. But yeah, I get what you mean in that, from that perspective. From that perspective, I understand. But the Pokemon drops have been so successful. I think that definitely shows. You know, that they should raise prices. You know, for how many people were waiting outside of GameStops to buy shit. I think, you know, supply and demand, they should raise prices for that very reason. They shouldn't have 50 people waiting outside their doors to buy Pokemon, you know? So I get your perspective, but from a business perspective, it makes total sense to raise the price like that and not benefit those people. Because now, you know, the only people who are going to wait in line are real legitimate people who want the drop. It's not people who want to scalp it, you know? So it's going to be the cards that do actually go to people are going to go to people who actually want the product and not just people who want to flip it. Maybe Break Nation sold all his inventory to Raikou. Whatever happened to Break Nation, bro? I haven't seen him in here in months. Legit months. They seem to always be a step ahead, so I think they think those prices will rise. I agree. Yeah. I mean, think about the power packs. Think about the not the online power packs, like the physical power packs. They had all those packs already in the box that they've got for like super cheap. And then, you know, turn around and flip them for expensive because now the packs are expensive. So yeah, I agree. They are ahead of the game. Working on my Pokemon Binder 2.0, stopping buying packs unless I come across MSRP. Buying singles for now. I actually bought a Pokemon pack over the weekend. I found one in the wild, bro. I found one. I found a Phantasmal Flame pack in the wild, bro. I got some card. It's not in very good condition though. I got this Yamper. It's a pretty cool card. Pretty cool card, but it's not in good condition. It's like $150 card as a PSA 10 though, because I think only like 20 of them are graded. But the borders are kind of shit, and there's like whiting on the fucking back of the card, like on the side here. You like barely see it. So I don't think I'll submit this card. I don't think I would submit it. It doesn't seem like it. I honestly haven't really looked at it that well. I looked at it for like a second when I pulled it, but I don't think it would be worth grading. I really don't. But it's kind of cool to find a pack in the wild. Like, dude, I haven't seen a Pokemon pack in the wild in literally months. Literally months. So I had to buy that. I think it was at Walmart. Pretty sure it was at Walmart. Would be cool if GameStop gave a discount if you let them break the seal in store when you buy it. Ooh, that'd be an interesting idea. That's an interesting idea. Very interesting. Here, I'll go back to the chart. Although a lot of people joined when I actually had the full screen up. Maybe I should start streaming full screen. What do you guys think? Full screen, or do you like the chart on the screen? We'll go back to the chart. Full screen's kind of interesting, though. Think about, you got nearly 2 decades, possibly 3 of collectors, young ones, 2 chasing cardboard. It's going to be massive business. I agree. Reminds me of my dog. Yamper. Gotta get the Japan packs, bro. Better quality. They got purposely have bad production on it for English cards. Yeah, dude, that card does not look good from what I remember. I got the chart up anyways, so whatever you think. I don't know. I don't know. Here, we'll try it again. We'll do this again. Let's see if my theory's correct. Probably not, but I want to send my Phantasmal Zard in for grading, but I'm not ready to send it away for 3 months. Might as well. Then you can throw it in the vault. That's what I'm gonna do, bro. Like, if I start getting cards in the real world again, I'm gonna start sending all my shit to the vault, bro. Straight up. It's all going to the vault. That's what I was gonna do with the card I bought off GameStop, but they didn't send it. I was just gonna stack up a bunch of cards and send them to the vault. My vault is beautiful. Mine sucks. I sold my Articuno. They offered me $200 for my Articuno. It's potentially like a $300 card, but it was only a PSA 5, so I took the $200. Cause raw, it's like a $150 card or something like that, and a PSA 5 is not great. Not great. Yeah, maybe the face thing doesn't work. Yeah, I don't have shit in my vault now. I've noticed they've decreased their graded card inventory quite a bit. They used to have a lot more cards. I don't know if that's a sign of them like sending it over to power packs or what. Not really sure. I was gonna go to power packs. Also, the stock broke out like right when I changed the face cam, so it's probably why a bunch of people joined more realistically. Everyone thought the stock was gonna break out. But I don't even know. I don't even think there's enough vol. I mean, it could break out at any time, but not a lot of volume for a breakout. I'm a child. I'm 3D printing a Zapdos that will hold some of my most prizes Zappies. Oh, that's sick. Look at this. I pulled a Zapdos. It's only a 7, though, sadly. Pretty sick card. I pulled a Zapdos. First edition rechecks I pulled was worth 200 a few months ago. When I pulled it, still holding PSAs offering me 500. Damn. Yeah, I wish I would have kept all the cards I pulled. I bet my fucking... I couldn't even imagine how much my collection would be worth. I think I pulled like 250 cards. You know, average price of like $50 probably. Pika PSA 7, first couple pulls. I always said it was a chase card, now it pretty much is. Yeah, that's crazy. That's sick. That's sick. When I first pulled that Articuno, it was like only $100. Cards are still going up in value, man. Cards are great. The only card I have now that's really interesting is well, HMU's okay. But this Sceptile EX, this is like the only interesting card I have right now. Potentially like a $300-$400 card, even as a PSA 8. I guess the Ho-Oh's kind of interesting. They're just not giving me good offers on a lot of these cards. That's why I don't sell them. That's why I don't sell them. Because if they gave me good offers for these cards, I probably would sell them. And I'd probably buy more GameStop shares, more realistically, if I'm just being honest. Cards are, you know, they're crushing, but we'll see, we'll see 5, 10, 20 years from now what outperforms. vintage. Y'all don't want to know my collection? I mean, kind of. I bet it's sick. I'd imagine you have a lot of cards. And a lot of sealed. Alright. Why do I have 3 things open? What am I doing? Should we read this Bury thing? Doesn't look like that interesting. I think I can get the Substack to read it for me. Oh no, not on this one. Not on this one. Flipping and making slow profits. Still, it's a blast. I think it'll be picking up soon. Nice. Jeff Jolly. Jeff Jolly. What's up, Jeff Jolly? Hope you had a good New Year, bro. Hope you had a good holidays. Same with you, Hugh G. I don't know if I told. I hope you had a good holidays, bro. Hope you had a good holidays. I don't know. Do you guys want me to read this thing? You guys care? Because I don't even know if I do. Oh, it's cold. It's cold, bro. It's cold. Winter is... It's officially here. For a reason. Finale of Stranger Things was kind of trash. I don't know if I don't want to spoil. I don't want to spoil, but the Stranger Things finale was kind of garbage. I don't know. I didn't like it. There were some good parts and like it had some good emotional moments, but ugh. That last season was dog shit, bro. Oh, it was so bad. It was so bad, bro. Man, how do they turn one of the best series ever made into that dog shit? Like, I don't get it, bro. 253 kilogram bluefin tuna is sold for a record-breaking 510 million yen. Wow. That's crazy, bro. That's absolutely insane. GameStop's trying to break out here. Trying to break out. I'll get a real chart. Let me get a real chart out real quick. Oh shit! Oh shit! It's your favorite, Muma. It's your favorite. Former Rockstar animator reveals how GTA 6's jiggle physics work. Bro, this article was made for you. This article was made for you, bro. That's crazy. They literally made an article just for you, bro. They knew how much you liked the jiggle physics. What does he even say? Months away. Rockstar used a dense bone setup rather than relying purely on claw simulation. Modern characters' physics usually combines multiple systems. For ragdolls, developers can assign weight and velocity to different body parts, letting the engine calculate how they react to movement. In Lucia's case, though, York believes Rockstar went further. They want to put enough bones in there that would affect the jiggle of the butt. Each bone influences how the surrounding skin reacts, letting animators fine-tune how much movement shows up when the character walks, turns, or gets jostled. As It's one of the things where if you grab the character and you yank her around, you'll see how much it jiggles. What?
Rockstar game?
They have a video about it? York further noted that it was at least a single developer who was responsible for altering the animation to get just the right amount of jiggle. York pointed out that similar approach was used in Red Dead 2, especially for dress movement. System looked like cloth simulation, but it was actually bone-driven animation doing most of the heavy lifting. Bone systems for body movement paired with calculated cloth simulation for clothing, which helps explain why Lucia stands out so much in the trailer.
Right now. How does that work? Do you know how?
Yeah,
that
I know.
works?
Yeah.
Is that not in your wheelhouse?
No, I know how that works. Yeah. It's done several different ways. When you see a butt jiggle or boobies jiggle, stuff like that, that's usually done by physics in the engine. You know, in Ragdoll, at least back in the day, so I used to work on this game called Bullet Run on PC, and then I found out how like Ragdoll worked, like the inner workings on it. And basically what you do is there's a capsule, there's like think of it like a piece of clay, like a big chunk of clay that represents the arm, like the top part of the arm. And then there's another chunk of clay that represents like the forearm or whatever. Basically, you can tell each object like how much it weighs, how much velocity it has, and if it's going to get like affected by different things. And you can tell it like a push value, which means like as soon as it gets like triggered in game, it gets like pushed by like by invisible air, if that makes sense.
Okay.
And there's different ways you can do it, but Ragdoll use different things like this. Lucia, when she walks by and you see her butt jiggle like that, most likely, okay, let's first make sure that you guys understand. I don't work there no more. I don't know how it's actually done, but most likely they put bones. They put bones inside the character's butt, and they put a bunch of them, as usually they put as minimal as possible, but they want to put enough bones in there that will kind of affect the jiggle of the butt, right? And then you tell the bone, like each bone that's like in there, how much it's going to affect the actual like skin that's around that bone, right? And then you kind of tell it, like, it's just one of those things to where like if you grab the character and you yank her around, you'll see how much it jiggles, and you like can play around with like those settings and how much those bones are getting like affected and how much they get swayed back and forth by how much the character moves back and forth, like her hips. Like if you were to grab her hips, like let's say she had a dress on instead of just her butt cheeks, right? That's how they do like a dress sort of as well. Like if you look in RDR2 or different ones, they put kind of bones in there and it kind of moves around with it, but it's not like cloth simulated. It doesn't look like really, really good, right? And that's because it's not cloth, it's not simulated. But in GTA 6, it looks like they're doing both. So if you see her walk by in the dress, she has that gold shimmering dress is actually being calculated by like a cloth simulation that they use, and they either bake that animation down so that the computer doesn't have to process the dress like flowing every time she walks and moves her butt, right? It's like pre-calculated, or they have bones in there that are like sitting there and like flopping around as she's moving around, and it's getting calculated in real time. So it could be done multiple different ways, I guess, but that's generally how it's done if you want to make something jiggle or you want to make something look like that in a game.
So you're telling me, just want to make sure I've got this right, there was at least one individual developer who has specifically modeled Lucia's butt with a specific amount of bones, and they would have altered this to get just the right amount of jiggle.
Yeah, they probably sat there and grabbed and yeah.
Someone's
yanked her and hips around her.
That's fucking funny, dude. That's awesome. I love that. Power to the gooner. Was it good? It's Umar versus Marab. Ah, rip Marab, bro. Rip Marab. I can't believe he lost to Peter Yan. But yeah, Stranger Things was terrible, bro. They could have did so much better, but I guess there's gonna be a bunch of spin-offs or something, so that's probably why it was so bad. South Park crossover in Fortnite. Okay. Is GME closing more stores? Yeah, we actually talked about that earlier. There's a full list right here. So far, 80 confirmed, 125 reported. But they don't have they don't have all of them on here, so it could be upwards of 200 to 300. Just need more time, I guess. But what's up, Mudcat? Hopefully you had a good holidays, bro. Hopefully you had a good holiday. Good New Year. Wish I could have done the R&D, bro. What a dream gig. I couldn't stand her lip filler. I never really paid attention. I'm probably the only person who's not excited about Grand Theft Auto. Which is pretty insane. I'm probably the only person who's not excited. And you got a triple top on the 1 minute at 2082. You really want to see that breakout there. Just getting a lot of resistance on 2080. Pretty interesting. You really want to see a breakout here, though. If this rejects 2080 again, that's not good. That's not good. From a short-term price action perspective, that's not good. So you really want to see a breakout here. Let's see. Wow, Dow all-time highs on the Dow. Dude, that's a wow. Crazy. The Russell might hit all-time highs tomorrow. And then the S&P and the Nasdaq, you're going to want to see an update tomorrow to break this little somewhat of a downtrend that it created. The S&P potentially has already broken out of the trend, but yeah, the market looks pretty good overall. But the Dow and the Russell, like, that's oil's pretty interesting too. Like, if I wasn't such a degenerate putting all my money in GameStop, I think oil would be a decent trade. I think TLT would be a decent trade because yields should start going down, and when yields go down, TLT goes up. TLT basically follows the bond price, not the yield. So, you know, when bonds are going up in value, TLT is going up. When bonds are going down in value, TLT is going down. Or, you know, with the rates, if rates are going down on bonds, TLT is going up. If rates are going up on bonds, TLT is going down. But both of those could be potentially good trades. You know, I'm not making the trade. It's just a observation. It's just an observation. But yeah, those could be interesting. Oh, chips hit all-time highs too. Kind of cool. Kind of cool. Lost money in GME lately? Who cares? Do you have anything else to talk about besides GameStop? Because your opinion and subject matter towards GameStop is trash. So if you don't have anything to talk about, just don't even type in the chat. Seen Trump's reaction reporting asking what he's doing with the oil. Oh no, I haven't watched anything like that. What is the warrants chart is weird. What the heck? Why is the warrants chart so weird? What the fuck? That's weird. I guess really low volume on the warrants maybe. But that's the weirdest. That's the weirdest price action I've ever seen. That is so odd. What the hell? Heard we took a president or something. I haven't looked into that, I'll be honest. I don't know anything about that. But yeah, market looks good. Market looks good. Yeah, it's not really good to see Apple selling off, but I don't know. Unless in the next week or two you're about to witness the pivot of the bear market. I don't necessarily believe that, but we'll see. We'll see. We'll see. Everything looks pretty decent, but this is when it gets interesting is indexes are hitting all-time highs, but like some of your main stocks like Apple, Microsoft, and stuff like that aren't at all-time highs. That could be a time to be worried potentially, but I don't know, I don't really care. I just buy GameStop. Like macroeconomics, macro stock market price action I don't give a shit. I don't give a shit. But yeah, I haven't looked at all into the Venezuela thing, so I don't know anything about it. I usually don't pay attention to stuff like that. Is it important? I don't know. I really don't. I really don't know. But I don't pay attention to it. So it's not important to me. All right. We got 40 minutes left. 6K to replace their pads and rotors on the GR86. It's composite, so they have to be replaced every time the pad gets low. Is it because they're carbon fiber or whatever? I've heard carbon fiber pads and rotors are hella expensive. Looking at purchasing a 9mm for home defense. Oh, nice. That's dope. I would say a 45 is probably better for home defense. Or, yeah, I would say a 45 is probably better, honestly. Just, if that's all you're going to use it for is home defense, you want a bigger round. A 9mm, it's not that big of a round, Like, sure, you shoot them in the head, they're probably going to die, but a 45, that's going to get the job done. They're going to have a fucking... they're going to have a hole into them, like... The 9mm is probably not the best home defense. Like, it'll work. Don't get me wrong, it'll work, but a 45's exceptionally much better as a home defense weapon. Oh, choking on sparkling water. Yeah, a shotgun would be good, but you have to get specific rounds. Like if you just use normal shotgun rounds, unless you're really close to them and you're aiming at their head, it's probably not going to do much. So, I don't know, shotgun, you know, it'll get it'll get the job done, but I would just say a 45 would be the best home defense weapon. Oh man, sparkling water's killing me. That's just my perspective. I think like a 9mm is more of like a sport shooting round from my perspective. Like obviously it'll work, it'll get the job done, but I just think a 45 would be the best. Canic Prime. I don't know if I know it. I don't think I can look up guns on. Can you look up guns on YouTube? I don't know if you can look this shit up. I don't know what this is. I've never even heard of Canic. I've never heard of Canic. I like I like 1911s. And usually Smith and Wesson would be the go-to brand for me. Dude, I'm like I need some water to wash down the sparkling water. Shotgun's home defense king. I disagree. You have to get close, and that's not ideal. If they have an assault rifle or a handgun or something and all you have is a shotgun, you're fucked. You're fucked. Straight up. I think you can, but you can't shoot them or show them being shot, but I don't know how to. Should Google that. Yeah, I just won't look it up. I just won't look it up. I mean, I looked it up, but I won't show it on the screen. Yeah, I don't know if I agree with that. Apartments, 2 rooms. I'm blowing you through the door. If you have the right rounds. If you just have bro, all your shotgun is you're just shooting fucking BBs. Like if you don't have home defense rounds, you're not doing really anything unless you're really close. It's just gonna hurt. Larry Chang only needs a pocket full of sand for his home defense weapon. All right. Should I read this? I don't know if I want to or not. I really don't know. Let's just say that. I'm not too sure. I'm not too sure. Like I said, if you have the right rounds, sure. But I'd rather have a 45. I'd rather have any other gun besides a shotgun, personally. let me just skim through this real quick, because I really don't know that I want to read this. Pretty much is all about healthcare. Yeah, I don't want to read this. Doesn't seem interesting. Doesn't seem interesting. AWP on CSGO, is that a real one? I'm not sure. I don't know what that is. Oh. I don't know what that sniper's called in real life, but that is a real weapon. I don't know what it's called in real life. But I know that's real. Pamputo! What's up, man? Pamputo. I swear I've seen that name in here before, long time ago. But hope you're doing good. Hope you're doing good. It's a 50 cal? Is it? I thought it would only be like 380 maybe, but I don't know. I don't know what that gun's called in real life, so I can't really look it up. Dude, that sparkling water like destroyed my throat. Would that be good for home defense? Probably not. Probably not. I would say it's not enough rounds. Well, the mag probably holds like 6 or 7. I wouldn't want to use that. I think a handgun would be the best. Maybe an assault rifle could be good, but I think a handgun would be best. Actually, I take that back. I think an AR or something would be better, just because it would be easier to shoot, especially in a high intensity moment like that. I think an AR might be better. Like, sure, if you're good at shooting handguns, I would say handgun would be the way to go. But yeah, AR actually might be, or any assault rifle type thing. Even a sub. Not even gonna need to shoot it. You have to hope so. You would have to hope so. But if someone's breaking into your house, I don't know. I don't know about that. I guess if they think you're unarmed, that would be a mistake. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I know that. Nothing to talk about here. When is this again? January 12th? Yeah. Can't read any of the comments. They're not beneficial. Mac 10. Uzi 9mm. Flamethrower. That'd be ridiculous. Come out someone with a flamethrower. That'd be nuts, bro. That would be nuts. A juggernaut suit. Like it's Modern Warfare 3 or some shit. That shit's funny. That's some funny stuff right there. Did gold hit another all-time high? I thought the all-time high... Oh wow, it's pretty close. Crazy. Attack dog. I'm calling in a hell strike. Oh, predator missile. It's a predator missile. Predator missile inbound. A sentry gun. That'd be sick. A sentry gun would be sick. Fucking sentry gun. That shit's funny, bro. I don't know what to do right now. I guess I'll go through all my tabs real quick. See if there's anything. Yeah, a sentry gun would be legit. You just put that thing right in front of the door. That'd be sick. Let's see here. Some manufacturing data. Yeah, a lot of foreign inflation data tomorrow. A lot of inflation data this week. Factory data. Yeah, not much. A lot of foreign data. A lot of foreign economic data. Let's see. Energy's up massive today. Wow, what? 67 million on Under Armour? What the fuck? That's a massive insider buy. Where's the SEC filing here? I don't think Under Armour is profitable, is it? Last report was November. Only losing 21 million. Same time last year, they were losing a lot more. 5 billion? What is this at? Oh, wow. Under Armour is potentially undervalued. A lot of debt, though. Got a lot of inventory. Let me look at it. This looks like it might turn around, maybe. Like, dude, that's such a massive insider buy. 67 million? That's huge. Under Armour was profitable up until last year. Wow, this might be undervalued, dude. This might be undervalued. Let's see. $1.8 billion in stockholder equity. So you're like right at, whoa. Yeah, $4. This was undervalued, or not undervalued, but you were at the stockholder equity at $4. So if this becomes profitable again, this could be an interesting investment. And the volume's been really high ever since it hit $4. Yeah, Under Armour is interesting. That's an interesting stock pick right there. With a 67 million insider buy, like that's massive. That's massive. That's all these guys have bought. They holy shit, they bought 70 million on 12/29 and then 67 million. Holy shit. Interesting. Very interesting. Trading at the stockholder equity too. Yeah, Under Armour is interesting as fuck. That's crazy. You know, obviously I'm not going to buy it because I'm a GameStop degenerate, but that is such an interesting stock pick. Damn, 21% shorted too? That is an interesting stock pick. That's probably one of the more interesting stock picks I've seen in a long time. How did my last stock pick go? Wasn't it a Bark? I think this was speculative though. I don't think it's doing good. Yeah, my last stock pick was trash, so. But Bark was a lot more speculative, if I remember correctly. Wait, 100 million? I need to look at this too. Under Armour is interesting because it's trading in the stockholder equity, though. It's not very often you see that. I don't even think BarkBox has stockholder equity, so it's not really the same play. Yeah, well, it has 86 million of stockholder equity, so you're about there on BarkBox too. But I don't know if BarkBox is gonna turn profitable. Doesn't look like it. Does not look like it. I'll do a stock pick, GME. Hey, Under Armour's interesting, though. That's a massive insider buy. Trading at the stockholder equity. Potentially going to turn profitable again. Pretty interesting. Pretty interesting. Berkeley. That's a massive insider buy, too. The CEO of Nike bought some of Nike. Hey, GME is a good stock pick, but it's not trading at stockholder equity. I think stockholder equity is like 6 billion or 5 billion. It's just you're really betting like Under Armour has to become profitable again. Damn, a lot of big position, like not massive positions on Under Armour, but 326% increase, 164%. Oh, that's small. 192% increase. A lot of big increases in positioning on Under Armour as well. Yeah, that one's an interesting pick. That one is an interesting pick. Good time I'm reading the book The Art of Spending Money. I've never heard of that. The Art of Spending Money, huh? What's that about? Well, probably the art of spending money, but just a thought. It might be about the art of spending money, but I've never heard of this book. I don't want. Am I on an audio book? I think I've heard of this actually. Isn't it about like dying with $0 or some shit like that? Might not be the same author I'm thinking of, but there's an author who wrote a book similar to this, and it's literally about dying with $0. It's kind of an interesting thing. If you're lucky enough to get what you want, money, you might still realize it's not what you need. Family, friends, health, being part of something bigger than yourself. And then you're disappointed. What could be worse? This book is about how spending money has little to do with spreadsheets and numbers, and a lot to do with psychology, envy, social aspiration, identity, insecurity, and other topics that are often ignored in finance. Can money buy happiness? Yes. Happiness? Yes. Can spending money make you happier? Yes. But it's more complicated than many people think. In between the numbers, charts, and data sits the messiness and absurdity of the human mind. Money is a remarkable tool that can provide a better life if you know how to use it. But knowing how to use it's quite different from knowing how to acquire it. Blah, blah, blah. Not necessarily how much money you have, it's whether you understand and control the psychology and behaviors that can make the connection between money and happiness more complicated than we assume. Think about the broke young person who buys a car he can't afford because he thinks it'll bring respect and admiration from his peers. Or someone who diligently saved their entire life but cannot bring themselves to spend a reasonable amount of money in retirement because saver has become ingrained as part of their identity. The young couple saving for a down payment, suddenly inflated by a friend who just bought a 3-bedroom house. Always feels like he has plenty. None of these topics have to do with spreadsheets or numbers. They're so messier. It's all psychology. Understanding how everyone's just trying to make it through life the best they can, making sense of the world, given the experience. But when you have money, this is what you're supposed to do. Did he actually like the chair? What would actually make me happier? As I process all it all, I remember my reaction going from astonishment to amusement to almost feeling bad for the guy. I got to know a lot of these people. It felt so many of them had mindless chase for wealth without actually knowing why they wanted it. Other than the primal urge for more, they were very good at making money, but their ability to turn that money into meaningfully better life felt rocky at best. Many people have figured out how to use money as a tool to provide things that actually make them happier. The rich chair guy had it right. What society tells us we're supposed to do with the money is not always what we should be doing to get the most out of it. It's not our fault. Combination of evolution and social forces tell us, often in a shout, what we should want. More money than other people, bigger stuff than other people, shinier toys than other people. Sometimes that's what we want and what you should chase. More often we realize that spending money to show people how much money you have is a fast way to go broke and an expensive way to gain respect. Disappointment is often the outcome. I think you can use money to build a better life. I think buying nice stuff can bring you joy. Let me clear. Most of the books are reflection. Yes, parent. I just want to be happy. Mostly, I just want to be happy. No. Good. Art of spending money. Art can be distilled in a one-fits-all formula. Can't be. Art is complicated, often contradictory, can be a window into your personality. Art of spending money covers things like individuality, greed, jealousy, status, and regret. 2 ways to use money. One is a tool to live a better life. The other is a yardstick to status to measure yourself against others. Many people aspire for the former, but spend their life chasing the latter. Money is a tool you can use, but if not careful... Spending money can buy happiness, but it's often an indirect path. Money itself doesn't buy happiness, but it can help you find independence and purpose. Both key ingredients for a happier life. You cultivate them. Big nice house might make you happier, but mostly because it makes it easier to have friends and family over, and the friends and family are actually what are making you happy. Ooh, this is a good line right here. Enduring happiness is found in contentment, so those happiest with money tend to be those who found a way to stop thinking about it. You can value it, appreciate it, even marvel at it, but if money never leaves your mind, it's likely you've never found yourself with an obsession where it controls you. The best use of money is a tool to leverage who you are, but never define who you are. It's not about dying with zero. Oh, there's just a book about that. It's just a similar idea, I guess, but we'll strive for interesting. Very interesting. Very interesting. I've definitely, I wouldn't say I have the money thing figured out, but I've been through a period of my life where I didn't give a fuck about it, and I just spent whatever I wanted and did whatever I wanted. And sure, it was, you know, in the moment, it was probably great, but, like, when I reflect at those times now, I'm not very satisfied with my decisions or happy with my decisions, because a lot of it was, you know, buying things to, like in the book says, impress other people. And not necessarily impress other people, because I didn't really care about that stuff. It was more to, like, with, like, girls, instead of giving them, like, the affection and all that nonsense that girls want, I would just buy them shit, or, like, take them out to eat or something, and just, like, that's how, it's kind of how I was raised, honestly. It's always about just getting something bought. But, you know, when I look back at those times now, I'm like, I didn't necessarily need to do that. It just created an environment of a bunch of fake people. I don't know if that makes sense, but that's just my experience with spending money on, just in general, honestly. Everything's an exchange then. Yeah, basically. That's what it felt like. That's the thing. Like, my sister talks about wanting to buy an $800,000 house, but I'm like asking her, wouldn't a $700,000 one suffice? I mean, why? Like, why does she want? I mean, from my perspective, I'm like, why would you even want to buy that house? 800,000. I mean, fuck, taxes and all that shit. You're probably spending closer to 900,000. But let's be conservative and say 850,000 times 3%. Obviously, she's probably doesn't have $850,000 to buy a house. She would probably do like 300,000 down and then finance the rest. But if you have $850,000, you're making, if you just put that in the most simple bond investment, you're making $2,000 a month doing fucking nothing. Like, what do you even need a house for? You could literally go do anything you want. Like, literally. You could go, yeah, I don't know. I'm also already a homeowner, and like I get why people want homes, because that's like what you're told is the best investment. That's, you know, that's when you're growing up, a home is like the pinnacle of life. But fuck, I'm a homeowner not by choice. Like, I got forced to be a homeowner, and I fucking hate it. Like, I don't know why people want to be homeowners. Like, it doesn't make any sense to me, man. It literally makes no sense to me. But if it makes her happy, I guess, whatever, you know. That's her thing. Oh, she's a pharmacist. Yeah, she makes enough to do whatever she wants, but ugh, I would hate that, man. I would hate that. I would hate it. I need to go to the bathroom. I'll be right back. Ugh. She already has a 350K home now. Could pay it off in full if she wants, but she wants a big house with a big garden. She'll never use the garden. Yeah, facts. Facts. I mean, it's interesting. I'd rather have a house that's just big enough but have extra to be able to cut my work hours down the line than to have work full time. Yeah, that's how I feel, man. Like, that's how I feel. And you just never know what's gonna happen in life. Like, you know, I don't want to put like anything negative into the world or anything like that. But like, what if you have to sell it? Like, good luck. Good luck. Good luck selling it, bro. What's up, Joker? Hope you had a good holidays. But I don't know. I don't know, man. I can't, it's hard to say. I just don't understand it. I don't even understand wanting a big house, because you gotta fucking clean that shit. You gotta take care of it. Depending how big the house is, like all the fucking like appliances and oh man, Big house equals big problems from my point of view. I'd rather fucking rent. Like if you're making enough to buy $1 million house, you just be renting, bro. You just be renting and enjoy your life. Go travel or something. Hope all is well. Yeah, I hope you had a good holidays and a good New Year, Joker. Having a house can often be a bad investment, considering all the sunk costs associated with it. You can invest the extra you save by renting. I agree. I've always agreed with that, but everything's situational as well, you know? Like, potentially a house could be a good investment right now if you have cash, because you could probably get a really good deal on a house. And, 5-10 years from now when interest rates are lower, assuming, I'm speaking from being in the US, 5-10 years from now when interest rates are lower, potentially a house could be a good investment. But you're right, like there are a lot of sunk costs. You gotta fucking mow the lawn, you gotta fucking pay property taxes, you gotta pay interest on the mortgage if your house isn't paid off, you have to clean it, you have to furnish it, you have to, like, there's so many things, man. It's like you're right in a lot of ways. You're right. Looking 5-10 years down the road, I don't know if the house would be a good investment or not. That's very debatable. Very debatable. I know a girl had a high-paying job, bought a penthouse. 3 years later, realized she didn't like her job, actually. Now she has a hard time making ends meet with her lower-paying job. Yeah. Yeah, and if she would have just invested properly instead of buying a penthouse, she probably wouldn't even need a job. Like, that's the crazy part. Like, people for some reason, like, trap themselves. Like, it's like everyone wants to be financially free, but every time people get money, they fucking buy something that puts them farther behind. It's I don't know, man. I wish I could understand. A lot of it's probably, just the way a lot of us grew up and the things we get told by the people around us. You see, I don't listen to anyone around me, so that's probably why my views are so weird and different, because I don't fucking listen to anyone. But if I had $1 million right now, I wouldn't be buying no house. I wouldn't be buying no fucking car. I'd probably put it all in GameStop, honestly, but say GameStop wasn't an investment, I would be making $2,500 a month off risk-free $1 million, 3% interest. Like, my life, I'd be chilling, bro. I'd be straight chilling. I wouldn't have to do anything. So I don't know, man. I don't know, man. And you just never know what life's gonna throw at you. You never know. The market close. Would GameStop end up closing at? Oh, not bad. Not bad. I would have really liked to see the breakout of 2080. Like, that would have been nice. But yeah, we'll see tomorrow, I guess. We'll see tomorrow, I guess. For older generations, when houses were much cheaper, it definitely made sense to buy a house and treat it as an investment. But interest rates were also a lot higher back then when houses were cheap. So, like, there's a lot of factors of why houses were cheap. But, yeah, I agree. I personally don't like real estate. I think people have been sold on the idea of real estate for centuries, if not decades. And it's, I don't know how relevant it is today. I really don't. I really don't. You know, if you're already in a house, you're probably, you know, you shouldn't go sell your house. That's probably not a good idea. Believe me, I've thought about it many times, but yeah, to go and buy a house in 2026, you better be damn sure of what you're doing. You better be 100% sure of what you're doing. What would actually make you happy in spending money? That's the core question of the book. I don't think for me, spending money wouldn't make me happy, but having thousands of dollars coming in that I don't really have to work for, I guess, you know? It's just based off of work I've already done. That would make me, you know? Imagine you had 3 or 4 grand just coming in because you got like $2 million that you've worked for or you invested properly to get. And now you're sitting on $2 million and you're making $3,000-$4,000 a month, literally doing nothing. That would make me happy. I would be very happy. Marius, what's up, Marius? Hope you had a good holidays, bro. Hope you had a good holidays. What gives me meaning? Right now, honestly, nothing. But the stream. It used to be skateboarding a lot more. But I would say a lot of the things I enjoy don't cost money. Like streaming doesn't cost anything, you know? I just click start stream and then we're here. But yeah, I honestly couldn't tell you. My my meanings of life have gone out the window long ago. I just want to be able to do whatever I want when I want and not have to work like some, like, no offense, you know, working a job is great. Like I don't look down on work. Fuck, I should get a job. Like, so when I'm saying this, I'm not like trying to shit on people, but I don't want to work some shitty ass job my whole life. Like, even if I was making good money, I don't want to fucking work some job that and have a fucking boss who's an idiot telling me what to do all the time and being around people I don't want to be around. Like that, you know, not having to work. It's not the work aspect. I don't mind working. It's what comes with the work that I don't enjoy. And if I can avoid that, fuck. God is good, bro. God is good. And I'm sick of helping other people get rich. I've helped enough people get rich. I've helped enough people make a bunch of money. Like, I'm not doing it anymore. Unless I have to, you know, if something bad happened and I had to go get a job tomorrow, I would do it. But if I could just live my life off of investments and just enjoy life, I don't know what could beat that. I don't think no Lambo. I don't think no multi-million-dollar house. I don't think anything could beat that. I would say providing for future kids, having my future wife and me being able to work less. I agree. See, I would like to I don't know how to say this, really. I don't know how to put it in words, but you know, there was a time when I thought like having a wife and stuff like that was maybe, you know, in the cards, but I don't know if that's in the cards for me. I'll be honest. I don't think that's happening for me. I would love to have kids. More than anything, I would love to have a kid. I wish I would have had a kid 10 years ago. Honestly, or 15, or I wish I would have had a kid when I was like a lot younger, because it's not going to happen for me. I don't think it's going to happen. But yeah, if I was to have that situation, I would want to be able to spend as much time with my kids as possible, because I don't want other people teaching my kids. Like, straight up. Like, I don't want other people putting their fucking terrible views on the world. And oh man, fuck. I would have to have 100% freedom to have a kid, because I would want to be the one who teaches them everything. I was super sick whole Christmas, so it didn't happen for me, and I worked New Year's. Ah, damn, bro, that sucks. That sucks. Sorry to hear that. Legacy for me and being able to not think about money is big. Yeah, that's huge. That's huge. But I love money. I love stock. I love the stock market. I love investing. I love buying and flipping things. So for me, thinking about money is sometimes, good for me, but not having to worry about it is very beneficial. Financial freedom's the best feeling to ever have, to not think about rent and stuff. Yeah, for sure. For sure. And if you're financially free renting, you don't have to worry about anything besides your rent. See, that's where the homeowner thing comes in. Because imagine this. Imagine you're financially free renting. You're making like, I don't know, $6,000 a month. Your rent is like 2 or 3. Other shit is, you're probably spending like $4,000 a month on life and rent and all that, and you're making like $6,000. Flip that, and now you have a house, and it's the same scenario. You're spending $4,000 a month living in your house, and then something happens. Your furnace goes out. You have to fix the roof. I don't know, like, there's so many things. Plumbing issue. I don't know, there's so many things with houses. Boom, you have to spend like $10,000 out of nowhere. Like, that sucks. That fucking sucks. That fucking sucks. I'm lucky that my boss is not an idiot. Yeah, if you have a job that you love, that's a blessing, bro. That's a blessing. Every job I've ever liked gets ruined by people. Every time. It's just that's just my experience. Almost anything I like gets ruined by people. Like, let's be real. If I'm just being real, almost everything I like gets ruined by someone. If not a group of people. All good, I'm introverted. Same, low-key, same. Love my spreadsheets, but to see how slow my progress will be if GME doesn't move, it'll be a way slower grind. Yeah. It definitely will be. But that's the risk of investing in a business rather than just an index, when, historically indexes have performed. A business, it's not guaranteed. It's not guaranteed. But risk to reward. The more risk you take, the higher the reward. So, if it does work out, the reward will be exponentially higher than just going the normal route. And I'm not saying the normal route's bad. Like, for the average person, they should be putting all their money in the fucking S&P and the NASDAQ, but you only get one life. You only get one life. After the start, I was thinking we go into flat 20. Yeah, you got another big bounce off that trend line. You really want to see us push into 21, though. Like, if you just reject this 2080 again, it's not the best. It's not the best. But yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know, man. I also, you know, I know money is not supposed to be like your main focus, but I see my future, you know, if this investment works out, I want to be one of those guys managing like multi-million, you know, multiple millions of dollars in a portfolio. Like, I want to be that guy, you know? Maybe not for, yeah, maybe, you know, maybe one day I'd do it for other people, but I just want to be doing it for myself. Like, I just think it would be fun, bro. I think it would be fun to have like a $4 or $5 million portfolio and you're putting like $100,000 on a stock play. Like, that shit would be sick. Like, I would have a blast doing that. That would be so fun for me. And it's not even, you know, it's not even to make more money. Like, it would just be fun. I would just enjoy it. Especially, you know, like imagine I had like $3 million right now. You know, I would go put like 100 racks into Under Armour. Just because of that insider buy and like that it's an interesting stock play. Like, if I had a lot of money, that'd be a fun stock play to just like give a, you know, try. It'd be great. And you know, I could go put $1,000 in it or a few $100, but that's not interesting. That's not interesting. I'll be average like everyone else. If it does move, it'll matter in a different way. Yeah. I mean, even if you put all your money in the S&P and it went up 10, 20% a year, you know, every now and then it has a bad year, you wouldn't be that far ahead, I don't think. I really don't. I think you would be doing, you know, exponentially better than if GameStop doesn't work out, of course, but I don't know how much more, you know, how much of an effect that would have. I mean, what has the S&P done the past 10 years? Like, let's look, cuz I always forget. I think it's only doubled the past 10 or 15 years. Oh wait, it's doubled the past 6 years, but before that, before 20, I don't know if 2020 counts. I don't know if 2020 counts. That was kind of weird. But so if you're looking at like 2010-ish, so 15 years, the S&P did a 6-7x basically. A 6-7x over 15 years. The Nasdaq did about 10 to 15x, maybe 20. 10 to 20x, somewhere around there. But then you look at Berkshire. Berkshire Hathaway. What has something like Berkshire done? Berkshire since 2010, what is that? I guess that's about a 10x as well. So Berkshire didn't really Berkshire outperformed the S&P, but it didn't really outperform the Nasdaq. So I don't know. But I mean, I don't know if that's the best. I don't know if that's the best comparison either. I mean, if you do like something like Apple, this is absolutely murdered. Like Apple in 2010 was a couple bucks. So I don't know. I forgot where I was going with that. I was going somewhere with that, but I completely forgot what I was even talking about. Legit had like 3 stocks go to 0. Worst case, GME won't go below 12.5. Maybe. I mean, we'll see. Had companies go to 0 to near 0, live and learn. I've never had that happen, but I've always been a trader, so I've always flipped out of stuff. I've had bad investments, though, for sure. Comes with the territory. But those bad investments, I didn't know what I know now about business and investing. So, how much has your investment knowledge increased since then? You probably wouldn't have that happen. Maybe. I mean, it depends on your investment style, but that probably wouldn't happen again. Maybe. Sequence of return risk. Handley gets mentioned. A CAGR doesn't tell the whole story. Only I would have put every birthday gift in a Berkshire while I was 5. Berkshire is 0.2 to 1% better per year. But yeah, I don't... Who knows, man? Who knows what the future is going to look like? You know, maybe the S&P is going to 10x in the next like 20 years, and maybe GameStop only does like a 12x. I don't know. In that scenario, it's not really the investment I thought it would be, but we'll see. That was when I just started buying stuff. And also, who knows, like, what if you have another, like, squeeze, you know? What if it randomly goes to, like, $40, $50, and then they do an at the money and goes back to 20? Like, there's more opportunity in this stock than just the investment. It's also an interesting trade. A very interesting trade. Like, sure, you know, the investment might not be as exponential as I think, but if you have moments where the stock goes up a lot and you're able to take advantage of that short-term price action, man, that's more valuable than anything. Like, bro, I would have made I hate talking about this, but if I would have just traded last year rather than investing, it made like $100,000. Instead, I made like nothing, basically, I think. I don't think I made anything, honestly. Like, the trading opportunities in a stock like this, on top of the investment opportunity, that's very interesting. Not only is it an investment opportunity, it's also a very interesting trade. That's the thing, right? Who knows? I guess nobody does. We just try to make the most educated guess we can. Yeah, exactly. I mean, what if there is a bear market, you know, a 2, 3, 4 year bear market, and the S&P doesn't hit all-time highs for like 2, 3 years? That's an interesting scenario. it's not a scenario I would personally bet on. I don't think that's going to happen, but as I've said before, I'm not bearish, and I'm not a big fan of bearish people, but anything's possible. You lost 69K, exactly. I mean, maybe of profit. Maybe of profit. Probably definitely of profit. But yeah, who knows? Who knows? It will be cool if it works out, though. I'll tell you that. If it does end up working out, it will be pretty cool. Any chance you're gonna read APLD earnings on 07? I won't read it, but I'll watch. We'll do like the earnings call and stuff like that, just like we did last time. That's one of the biggest streams we had this year. This is a very popular stock. Very popular. You did APLD. Yeah, we did it last quarter. I'm pretty sure is, like I said, I'm pretty sure is one of the most popular streams of the year. It was a massive stream. Let's see, where is it? Oh, right here. Yeah, we had at the peak we had 643 people in that stream. So, I'm definitely streaming that again, buddy. Definitely streaming that again. People are obsessed with APLD, bro. Absolutely obsessed. So yeah, I'm gonna for sure stream that. For sure. No doubt. If it works out, we'll be cheering together. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, baby. And if it does work out, we're early. We weren't 2021 early, but we're early if it does work out. The stock stinks. Me email Roaring Kitty and ask for a tweet. Nah, I don't even want a Roaring Kitty tweet. I want the stock to stay at this price. It would be nice for it to go back up to like 23, 24 for a nice little flip. But I don't want GameStop to go up quite yet. Unless it's going to go up a lot. It either should go up like a couple bucks so I can do a little flip, or it should just, go up $10, $20, $30 so I can do a real flip. But if it's not going to do either of those things, I don't mind if it keeps going down. I really don't. At this point. You saw the loan they took? Nah. I don't know. I didn't really dive into their earnings. We just watched the call, and I like to watch the chat, and I like seeing all the people's perspectives on these plays and stuff. I don't really look into these things because I would never buy it. I would never in my life ever buy APLD. It's already fucking It's already up. What is that? 50x? Or wait, 5x? Right? 5 times 4. Yeah, it's up like 7, 8x in 6, 7 months. Like, yeah, I would never buy that. so I don't really research it. I just stream about it. That shit's fucking ridiculous. That is ridiculous. I've seen too many stocks do that. With also, you know, no real reason. No real reason why it should be that price. 8.4 billion. I don't even think their business is good. October 9th was their last earning. And they lost 6. They were down. Let's see. Yeah, that don't look like no 8 billion. That don't look like no 8 billion market cap. They lost 230 million last year. Yeah, I'm not interested. That's crazy. That's crazy. Profitable at 2031. It's 40 and went to 21. Did it? Oh, it was probably like after hours or something. Well, the Yahoo chart also doesn't give you the full values of a lot of this stuff. That's crazy, man. That's crazy. Best stock to swing trade? Really? Could be an interesting swing trade. Is it a what do they even do? Digital infrastructure, high performance computing, artificial intelligence industries. Definitely probably an interesting short. I don't know if I would short it personally, but I'm sure it's one of the more interesting shorts out there. Like if you're looking to short against the AI play. Because yeah, there's a lot of potential downside on this. I would never short it, but pretty interesting. I'll stream about it. I'll stream about it. That's on the 7th, you said? That's this week? Are there any earnings today? No. Tomorrow? No. No. Is that the only earnings this week? Oh, Tilray on Thursday. We'll probably do Tilray because weed stocks are hype right now for some reason. So we'll probably stream that one. So yeah, tomorrow probably will just be another chill stream. We'll probably just chill out. But yeah, Wednesday and Thursday, you got some earnings we'll stream about. So that'll be fun. That'll be fun. But yeah. I don't know what to talk about now, so unless you guys got something to talk about, this might be the end of the road here. Might be the end of the road. Yeah, of course there's nothing on Reddit. Is crypto still? I don't know. It's kind of rejected 94. I mean, this is going to be the most important thing to watch right now is crypto, I would say. You really want to see this Bitcoin push 100K? If it rejects 94 again, that's so garbage. And then, obviously, you know, the Dow hit new highs today. If you have another green day tomorrow, you should see the Russell at new highs. And potentially the S&P, but just depends. But, yeah, it seems like crypto's the most interesting thing right now to be watching. Because you're either going to get breakout and then push into 100K. And then some of the altcoins will go. But a lot of the altcoins are like retracing their breakouts to the downside. So, I don't know. Crypto's pretty interesting right now. I guess the market's interesting because a lot of the indexes are pushing all-time highs. And there's not a lot of... At least your main stocks aren't pushing all-time highs, so... Very interesting, very interesting. Streaming tomorrow? Yeah, I'll stream tomorrow. For sure. I'll be streaming tomorrow. Same time. Same place. Same time and place. Yeah, I don't think there's any. Yeah, appreciate you, Moose. You have a good rest of your day. I don't think there's anything for us to talk about, so I think I'll see you guys tomorrow. Really appreciate you guys supporting the stream, especially all the people who are here all the time. Like, thank you guys for real. I love doing this. It's awesome. I love it so much. So thank you guys for being here. I really appreciate it. And yeah, just thank you. I hope you guys had a good holidays. I hope everything's going good. And hopefully we have a good 2026. Hopefully 2026 is a big year for some of us. I hope. 2025 was kind of bullshit. I mean, honestly, 2025 was an amazing year. Like, if you were a trader in 2025, you probably fucking crushed. A good trader, you know, most traders lose, but if you are a good trader, you probably had a really good 2025. But let's hope 2026 is the year of the investor. Let's hope. Let's see. Let's see if 2026 is the year of the investor, baby. Hey, peace out, Jonathan. I appreciate you, bro. Thank you for supporting the stream. Happy New Year, bro. Happy New Year. But I guess we'll see. Should be a fun year. I'm ready. I'm excited. So I hope you guys are excited as well. No matter what happens, whether we lose all our money or we make a bunch of money, I hope you're okay with either outcome. I really do. But I'll catch you guys tomorrow. God bless ya. Peace.